Hello, my name is Ajay Robinson, and I've been showing how to use Google Fusion tables. To do this, we need to create a column using this data with an address that we'll be geocoding. So have we'll need to go to a fresh column, column M for this data, because equals concatenate, and the columns I need to concatenate are A, B, C, and D. And they click enter, and they will concatenate on M, which would be all three of those addresses together. Now I need to drag them down, and it will show the address for every row. Okay, now that this is saved, now I need to save this and go to the Google Fusion table. Oh, create a Fusion table with this. So I'm going to Google Drive, create Fusion table. If you don't have this app, you have to download it before this. And when I open the Fusion table, it will ask for the spreadsheet that I just finished. So I need to choose File and upload that spreadsheet. Choose Next. It's loading now. Okay, now it's asking me what the column row names are, so the Google's not confused after geocoding it. And the column names are in row one, and everything here is correct. There's extra credit data. And now it is creating a spreadsheet in Google Drive for us. All right, so in Google Drive now so we need to create a map. So just using the addresses we have, which is column 12, which was M for us, and we to change the column to a location. So we're going to change type. We're going to go over to location. We're going to change the name to MIS housing data. And then we're going to save changes. Okay, now that it's saved, I'm going to create a map. So we're going to hit this plus, add map, and now it is configuring the map. It was geocoding. Okay, now all 43 addresses are pinpointed. So now I can manipulate this information to pretty much show a couple of things. So I'm going to buckets, five, and I want to divide the 43 into building size. So I'm going to go to buckets, and then I have to make sure I click use this range so that it will not use the numbers 0 to 100 because my data is much larger than that. So it's going to use 789 to 143,132. So hit use this range, and then you can change the data any way you want to. So I'm going to test this to see if this is a good enough range. Okay, obviously not these were good enough ranges, so I'm going to change them based off of the building sizes. So I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to create a filter for this. So this will help me. So this will filter. I'm going to filter all of the all the data in here, so that I'll better have a. I can better create a range because I know what's the greatest and least, and where I can set the range. So I'll filter, and I will sort, and then I will go to building size, and then I will go ascending. Okay, so now I still know the order, so now I can pretty much see which is where. So roughly, since we have 5 points, we're going to choose four different data points. Obviously, starting at 789. So I'm going to go to 226 will be the first. 2,268 will be the first. 2,268. The next will be 2,465. 2,465. 5,465. The next will be 4,540. Okay. So obviously these aren't exactly 1/5 of the data. However, they're close enough so where we can see the range and see where each building size is on the map. So it's loading now. Okay, obviously you can see the colors are changing, and you can see where each building size is. So now you can use this for a function to see the difference between sizes in the United States according to this data. So we can actually lower this, um, lower these top two because we don't see as much data from them. So we're going to lower this last to, we're going to lower the previous to 3,304 and the next to 5,220. So this was 3,304 and then this one will be 5,220. 220. And then we'll see what information we will get from here. It's loaded. Okay, so now we can better see it's better diversity. So as you can see, the along the East Coast, you can see a good trend of green would be the square footage of 2,268 to 2,400, 2,200, 465. You can see roughly in the California area around here, you can see that there's a lower square footage, and in Texas, you have roughly the same. You see a couple green in there, however, so you see but they're mostly red, which means they're from 3,304 to 5,220. Okay, everything that we've just spoken of will be easier if you go to change feature styles, go to automatic legend, and this will show the legend position, and hit save. And the legend appears. We are looking for the legend, so legend marker legend. Okay, yes. Okay, the legend appears in the bottom right. So it'll be easier to look at this information based off the legend. As we've said before, we see most of this in the east, most of the similar in the East Coast. We see a lot of the similar houses in Texas and in California. And that is how you use a Google Fusion table to analyze the data based off of the addresses. Also,